So, because the camera was jiggling, um, it makes me think of that song, My Money Don't Jiggle Jiggle. It folds. I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle for show. So that's a fun song to start off with. If you want to look up that song, that maybe that will hype you up. I have some other hype songs I can mention here, but I think we need to be a bit more playful in our situations. The title says breathe. It says take a break but don't break. And so I think for those in the collective, you have maybe some throat chakra blockages, but also some justice coming in, some things that are being righted in your life. The things that you want are coming forward. The energy that you're looking for is coming forward. That's what I'm getting here. I think in the collective, we're leaving behind shit in the past. Why draw up a memory if it's going to hurt you, unless it's providing some sort of healing in this current state? Some memories or some, people, places, or things just aren't relevant anymore. So why? Um, Other than to maybe notice where we were and then realize we're not there anymore. We have King of Pentacles. For some of us in the collective, I'm really resonating with our partner, or just having control within our stability. Whatever this King of Pentacles may be resonating for you as, take it however you want. The King of Pentacles energy is just a stable energy. You want something that's stable. It could be a stable relationship, a stable career. And we have Six of Cups, this longing for a good, happy family, I'm hearing. This longing for harmony, I'm also hearing. Community, just feeling like you belong in general. If you have trouble here with your friend group or with your family or in the community, in your general location, you haven't found like your vibe tribe. And this is what this spirit wants to highlight. How you can feel more stable. Like, you don't necessarily need a partner to feel stable, but you could grant yourself your own stability, and lo and behold, once you've done that, you can find abundance, and that you will have someone else looking to give you those things. But I think we just need to like take moments and just breathe through some of the decision making processes this is going on. I think there is a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Maybe there's things that need to be brought to court. Maybe there are things that just need to be brought to someone's attention. They don't even know that something is going on within you internally. Maybe you need to discuss something about other people, or like what you're comfortable with. Maybe you need to find out the secrets or the information. I don't know, like, but just if you've done a lot of this investigating, shift your energy, okay? Because there's some elements of you're not looking into the situation enough, and then there's another portion of the collective where you're looking too much into the information and you need a rest, okay? Just realize you need to, take a pause, right? Break as in like when you're driving, a break, like stopping for a few moments or a few breaths. Maybe if you are young in the collective and you guys are learning to drive, remember that with the stoplights, you have as much seconds as there are as the first digit in the speed limit. So say, for example, the speed limit is 60. In that zone, you have 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi before it turns on yellow, before it turns red. So that's just kind of like the cautionary rule, and you can apply that to your life, having like maybe a cautionary rule of when you don't know what to do with the decision, giving yourself grace, like let me count so many beats, or let me you know, pace myself. And that could apply to any sort of planning. I'm hearing is just pacing yourself, realizing that sometimes you're looking at someone's level 10 or chapter 10 or chapter 20, and you're only on chapter 2, right? And so just make sure that you're realizing it's not that you won't get there, it's just that you're not there yet. And the notion is to look at others with inspiration rather than jealousy, because jealousy only hurts yourself. I think worrying about what other people are doing is furthermore on not focusing on yourself. So let's bump up this justice and get the right stuff pulled out. Let's get justice. So I have 2 decks and pre-shuffled oracle cards to get into it. I have a lot of astrology decks for this reading, so I'm really feeling like we need validation on who we're talking about. I think there is some backstabbing energy, there is some karmic energy, there is some very intentional targeting happening in the collective, and I know this to be true for some individuals that watch my readings, that you are experiencing maybe physical attacks or verbal attacks. You're experiencing some sort of placement where there's jealousy, and just you're having trouble with transmuting and moving forward, because it's like maybe the connection to the karmic or connection to the situation is very strong. Maybe there are children involved. But with all things said, only take things in the reading that you feel are meant for you. Realize that the other things in the reading that you do not take are probably there because it's a collective reading, and I'm trying to read for as many individuals as possible. If you need a personal, we can meet one-on-one, and you could book and have a conversation with me on how to proceed. I have crystal healing as well, but let's just get some verifiers with the tarot and get into the pre-shuffled oracles in a minute. So I'm going to start off with the general Rider-Waite and shuffle it live here. You see the moon, back of the deck energy, so it's very clear that there is some stuff just unseen, that unreachable, and we just want to know about how to get through using our highest good, using our intuition and our spirit guides. We are trusting that our spirit guides are here for our highest good, and we'll be sending messages for the highest good of the collective, that no demons or any negative energies shall be present in this reading. We banish them. They are not welcome here. Okay, let's see what's going on, what the collective needs to hear in regards to their situations. There's something. Let's see what's going on for the collective. I'm seeing 10 of Wands reverse. Love hearing that. And then there's our verifier. We have a 6 of Cups. Let's see what's going on, what the collective needs to hear. The Fool. Excuse me. Let's get that back. Let's get some messages out just a little bit more on what the collective needs to hear and know for their highest good during this break time, during this period. We have the Emperor coming out very strongly upright. And let's see another message here after the Emperor. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to put that below like that. And then back of the deck, Two of Pentacles reverse. Love this beginning energy with the Ten of Wands reverse. It seems... especially with me experiencing this, like I'm feeling like a little bit choked up and like a throat chakra blockage. I think that you guys are experiencing a shift, or whether it's recently or that the need to is now, but being more vocal about your feelings, about what you want, about the direction in which you are going, communicating these things. I'm really realizing the energy to be spirits highlighting it as saying it's uplifting for you, even if you're vocalizing negative energies, you're doing it so you can release it. And same with good energies. You know, it's really easy to say when you feel good, because it's just easier. And then I feel as though when we get into a negative spot, it's not so easy to share that unless you're just really well versed in being negative. Then perhaps you find enjoyment in spreading your negativity. But you know, I think there's realizations in the collective of like what energy is serving you and what energy doesn't really serve you. And so you're kind of being more vocal about, yeah, I don't like that, and yes, I do like this, and no, I don't like that, and yes, I do like that. And you're seeing how people then reapproach you given, you know, the information that you've given out. I think that there is a new safety in a new friend group or a new community, because there is the Fool here. And I went through this recently where I just kind of dumped all my friends, let them all reapproach me, and I saw who was worth sticking around and who wasn't. And then, you know, I took that and moved forward, and it was very few of them. And then I went and I made new friends. I had so much room for new friends to come in. And so if you don't feel right, I think this energy is starting to become behind you, especially if you're motivated and are taking steps to, you know, go new places or even connect with new people. The Emperor, I think you're just navigating more here. And you've done a lot. There's been a lot thus far. And so I think this is a huge jump, because it's like you're going from the Fool to the Emperor. Like, you've done so much and you can rest. Especially if you are then waiting for like your blessings or like an opportunity to come in. It right now it's saying it's not safe for it to come in. Spirit's highlighting it's not safe for it to come in, that there is a need for a pause or a break in order for you to learn or grow or continue being like mastering this role, because this is a big jump. You need to settle into this new role. Are you already practicing? Like, are your habits already in alignment with this role that you're trying to fill? Are you this Emperor? Or do you want to be the Emperor? I think, though, as well, right, the title says breathe, okay? And you're welcome to pause the video and keep doing that for several more cycles. It's a matter of safety with this gift or blessing that's coming in. You don't want to be in a position where you will sabotage it. You also don't want to be in a position where you will where others will sabotage it. Like the timing, I'm hearing timing and balance decision, and then, you know, claiming things that you want. I think there's so many layers of it, right? Because some of us view there are some in you're self delusional, or has your person been feeding you delusions? If you need divinatory answers, I am at service. You can let me know via DMs. But there is a truth that is needing to be revealed. There is imbalance. There is karmic situations in this reading trying to affect your hard work, trying to get you trapped in your mind, trying to get in your mind, if anything, so that you just never end up doing what you want or making like a thing, right? Sometimes I think what happens is sometimes someone wants to intentionally create a schedule conflict. Red flag. If someone wants to then figure out your schedule, but they don't come see you, find the means to come see you, they just find out your schedule so that they can maybe see someone else in that time. I'm not trying to put that in your head, but if you're already having that intuitive download, this is your validation. I'm only meant to validate you, not try and like help you create a scenario that's not even happening. You will know because your intuition's already, you know, warning you. You're already receiving signs, right? Some of you are not safe. Some of you, there is, you know, a situation being affected that is bringing imbalance. Something, maybe a third party situation. I know I'm not saying a 3 of cups here, but it's just this definitely, there's someone who's trying to impede on your hard work. We have this card again with the 5 of swords. I'll remember we had it back of the deck energy. We did get confirmation here and here. Leave behind shit that you think is saboteur, like someone who is a saboteur. There are people who do this, and if when you're in an intimate connection with them, or if you are in a friend group with them, it's really hard to identify, or when you do identify, it's like there's an army of people being pulled against you. What I'm saying is some like make moves as you feel safe, ground, you know, plant your seeds. But I think there is trouble in the collective, and you need to breathe, really kind of calm yourself down through some of these intuitive downloads or intrusive thoughts. I'm kind of considering them to be similar things, right? Tapping into that intuition, realizing your intuition, and not denying yourself the decision, the clearest decision with as much information as you can possibly have. If you just go, well, no, like that can't possibly be, like you want to see a good person in them, but it's like, are they actually? Did they could lie to you and make you think that they're a good person? And it's just it's rough. Okay, if there is going to be oh, how'd I do that? That's that card again. But just, I think some of us have been operating from imbalance, especially with the 2 of Pentacles as a reverse. So if you believe that you have imbalanced decisions or imbalanced energy, you need your chakras rebalanced. I do crystal chakra balancing. It's a service I offer. You can DM me if you're interested in that. But let's get into the pre-shuffled oracle cards. This one is Neptune, number 21, Aquarius, number 11, Mars, number 17, Taurus, number 2, and fire, 23. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. Obviously, you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could have placements. You could be looking into placements with Neptune, your Neptune and your Mars, and see how you are affected in this time and space with maybe a Mars return or a Neptune return, if that's occurring for you. And it's going to be a unique time and place. And, you know, it's going to be unique for everyone for when your zodiac or whichever is back in these when that planet is in that area of the sky that aligns with your zodiac. So I was just looking into Saturn returns. If you are in your 30s or nearing your 30s, you may be dealing with a Saturn return, some really, really hard lessons. And then you may also be dealing with an Aquarius. The numbers 3s, 2s, 8s, and 5s might be significant for you. And we have another Taurus. So again, you may be a Taurus or you may be dealing with a Taurus. A very stable, consistent energy. We were channeling that King of Pentacles before. So probably if you needed this validation that your person is a Taurus or that you are a Taurus, this is you. Your dreams need a practical plan. Go for it. Full moon in Taurus. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. I think that's relevant for those that are in connections or even pursuing a career path or passion work. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So it's like some of you are in a connection and your commitment is always tested because there's always new people who are interested, because you guys are boss babes. You guys are attractive. You guys are hot, sexy, beautiful, handsome, cute, adorable, like all of those. Of course, right? There's always going to be someone that's going to be interested. And if you forget that, you know, sometimes you feel really stuck in your situations because you're like, oh, I can't, no one else is going to be interested in me. Like maybe you gained weight, maybe you lost weight, maybe you feel like you got older, maybe you feel failed, maybe you feel these things toward yourself, whatever context it is. It doesn't matter if it's about weight or your self-image or your self-worth. You need to transmute that, because you know how you see yourself is truly how other people will start seeing you. So if you don't see yourself very well, people will then not see yourself very well. So they're going to be like, well, clearly they have reasons they don't even like themselves. So what makes it reasonable for me to like them too? It's kind of like, it doesn't make sense, right? If they don't even like themselves, then it doesn't make sense for other people to like them. Like it just happens, but then it eventually, like, it kind of fades with them being constantly reminded of reasons why not to like them. Does that make sense? Like, because if you are exerting that energy yourself, you're just reminding people why not to like you, because you don't even like yourself. And so you and your loved ones are safe. You know, hold your vision of love. Oh, that song Mariah Carey, doesn't it go, it starts, treated me kind, sweet destiny carried me through desperation to the one that was waiting for me. It took so long, so still I believed. So it's like, I think your person is just waiting for you to make the decision to kind of release shit and start making the best and good decisions for yourself. Hold this vision of love. And the second that you have love in your heart space, then you'll be able to see the vision of love on somebody else, like that someone has vision of love on you. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe your person's a Cancer or a Libra. There's a lot of new moon energy here. So we have full moon, first quarter moon, new moon, fixed moon, new moon, and full moon. So surrender to the divine. I think that there's a lot of fresh energy here. You have maybe secret admirers that are maybe these signs. If you want to look for them or ask for confirmation, maybe they will reveal themselves. We also have Gemini. Remember I said the number 3 could be significant. So Gemini, cross-pollinate. Vesta, Hearth, 32. Which is a 5, and a 26, which is an 8. Neptune, vision. Remember I said 5s and 8s and 3s, so that's awesome. More validation here. And this is a 9, Pluto. And I have Pisces, 12, another 3, and Jupiter, another 5 and a 23. 4, Cancer, another Cancer, and 19, moon, perception. And this card says immerse. So I love this because I feel like some of you are going to be seeing a Cancer for the first time with new eyes, or maybe seeing a Gemini or Pisces with a new perspective or new eyes. Maybe you are seeing them as home. Maybe you are seeing them with an idea or vision. And you're going to be planting seeds, having these birthing of ideas, birthing of new you, new people, new situations, new everythings. Sensitized. The energy is gonna be very sensitive. It's going to be very fresh, okay? And it's gonna be abundant. Jupiter. This card is abundance. And it's gonna be something that's fully immersive and fully welcoming as well. We have Moon in Gemini, indecision. Moon in Aries, courage. Sun in Cancer, home. Eclipse in Sagittarius, growth. Gray squirrel. I'm going to pause there, but it says, should I stay or go? Believe in yourself. Focus on your home and love. Success after a setback. And this gray squirrel says, find new ways of solving problems. Now look, again, heavy on Cancer, heavy on Gemini. Again, maybe fire signs too are very significant. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. I'm heavy getting this Cancer sign wants to be seen differently. Same thing with Gemini. They want to be seen differently. However that resonates for you. It could be you or your person, or someone you want to be starting or working on a project with. The moon in Gemini, the moon in Aries, that could be significant as to when something's going to happen, or a plan or event. We just went through we're going through a new moon in Gemini, so that could be very significant here with maybe relevant energy. But if you're watching this in the future, realize that this message is meant to be timeless, so it's meant to work for you whenever you do find it. We have 15, 13, 4, 33, so several 6s and 2 4s are significant with these specific placements. Okay, and we have cow, give with unconditional love and grace, archangels Raphael and Mary. Archangel Raphael is very loving. So if you need love in your heart space, more love in your, more harmony in your loving connections, you can count on Archangel Raphael to be there for you to help you fill your heart chakra space. Give with unconditional love and grace, Archangel Raphael. Tiger says, accept your magnificence, Archangel Raphael. Dolphin, live joyfully in the present, Archangel Jules. The card says radiance, focus. All of my thoughts are directed toward my highest good. I am radiant reflection of God's life. Simplicity, deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. And lastly, compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. So through this trying time, what you could really do is revert compassion and focus. Keep things simple, keep things radiant, shine through the bad times. Sometimes it's about going back to basics, going back to the beginnings, and, you know, learning from, like, seeing where you've come and how much you've learned, and that there's so much more to learn, and that maybe you're shifting from, you know, student to teacher, and sometimes teacher to student. Like, there's always a focus shift that can occur. And if you do it lovingly, if you do it with compassion and with the simplicities of life, I think things will all be okay. I think we need this reminder repeatedly that things will be okay. Things are okay. And everything is as it should be. If it were any other way, you wouldn't be the you are right now. And we trust and we pray with love and protection in our heart space. Okay, so messages to end this reading for the collective. What does the collective need to hear tonight? Okay, if you feel like this isn't happening with the community and with feeling like you belong, just trust that if you go somewhere new, you'll find it. You're just pulling your energy in your comfort zone is what I'm hearing, okay? You're pulling your energy in comfort zones. So breathe, and I know it's going to be uncomfortable, but expand your breathing and expand yourself. You know, pause the video for longer if you need longer breathing exercises. Count down from your own magical number, and, you know, go from there. Increase your ability to be able to move on and feel safe moving forward. That's what I'm hearing from this Seven of Swords. Again, we have another Seven of Swords, right? And we have that Six of Cups showing us that we're connected through and through throughout this reading. And it's like, I'm hearing just taking what you need and moving on. That some people are going to be left out. Some people it's normal, okay? Like, it's just, they're not meant to be a part of the party or they're not meant to be a part of the situation. They're not meant to be a part of the journey. And it's going to feel like a relief. Okay, when you part ways, it's going to feel like a relief. But it's going to feel like sorrow. It's going to feel like pain. And so when you experience these, no decision is a bad decision. It's a decision, and you need to follow through. You can't take back. Don't be wishy-washy when you make a decision. Like, make a decision and go with it. Don't, like, choose one person and then think that the other person's gonna wait around. Or, you know, choose one career and think that the other job is going to then, like, be there for you. If you accepted a job, then realize you have to take in, like, you know, the ripple effect. And then once that has calmed down, right, in this break mode, you could then let the ripples calm down and then move forward. Because we have this Four of Pentacles reverse and Ace of Wands. You move too fast, it's detrimental. The world, there's some shit you need to release. I've been hearing that when you see the world, especially reverse, it's some shit about releasing. In this energy, release people that don't make you feel good, even if it's on a subtle level, even if it's minuscule, like. And I don't mean, like, get rid of them, like, kill them. I mean, like have boundaries with them. Like, there's only so much bad that you can allow or want in one day, and realize that capacity and have boundaries for that capacity and be strong with it. Maybe you could look into what internal versus external boundaries look like. There could be beneficial with your routine in this break time, realizing that maybe if you're overexerting yourselves or rushing or anything, or maybe even going too slow, maybe you can't make a decision fast enough, or you make decisions too fast, whatever your thing is, the High Priestess, be at balance with your intuition, because clearly with the Two of Pentacles and High Priestess reversed, there is imbalance. Connect with me to get this shit fixed. I think I am done reading, you guys, because that was all of the oracles. That is all the tarot. I am feeling your guys' exhaustion. All right. And I think that if need be, there could be a part 2 for this. If you want a part 2, let me know. If not, then tune in on Tarot Thursday. I have plenty of stuff that goes on all of my social media pages. I welcome you guys to connect and ground the shit that you want, okay? Because we need to get you guys creating. We need to get you guys fulfilling your life purpose. It's on your judgments, your choices, you create your reality. So as much as I'm just hands and cards and a voice, you could take in whatever's yours and, you know, leave what's not yours, and, you know, take whatever steps you find necessary. Be responsible, take care, be healthy, be love. And this was Magic with Melly. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you find this. Goodbye now.